Welcome back, everyone. Today is May 6th. Still don't have the porches done, even remotely done, not even remotely cleaned up. Nobody shows up, always an excuse, blah, blah, blah. Somebody wrote in a comment, why is everything so depressing? I didn't really know that this is depressing. It's frustrating. It's not really depressing. It's aggravating. It's just the way everybody does everything. I mean, that's why I do everything myself. If I can, and I can't do this. Almost wish I did, but I'd be dead. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting, because we have a new plan, I think, hopefully, sort of. So today's a Tuesday, and I'm not going to let them implement it until next Monday, so everybody has time to get everything together. So I've talked about this before, but what I want to be able to do, well, two reasons. Our electric service is going to come up our main road, a big double guide pole there. They're going to stretch it. I think they can go 500 feet or so. I think it's 500 feet. So they're going to come with another pole somewhere over here, and then they're going to end with one more pole at about 300 feet, and then the rest of the way they'll go underground. So I want to, as I've talked about before, if we sit on the front porch, I want to be able to see David's memorial area from sitting on the porch. So as you could kind of see it there. So if I take out all the trees from about where that green rowboat is, be able to see it. So I'm going to do that. We'll get the Kobelco working again. Let me pick up their trash. They like to buy scratch off lottery tickets, and clearly it didn't win, but we'll just throw it on the ground. And then let me get over there. I'll speed this part up so you don't have to watch me walk. So hold on 1 second. I should do this. All right. So our well for the whole property, which does the mansion, David's house here, and there's still room for one more after that, because I get about 45 gallons a minute. So it's a good well. Is going to come from the shop, so I've got to run the water line all the way across. So I have to make it. This is a ditch right here. You've seen in other videos. So I'm going to be putting one of the 3-foot overflow pipes that I put in with Chris that I took out. That's going to go in here, so the water can still flow through whenever it does, but yet I can get my water line across. So all these trees right here have to come down so that I can get that pipe in there and go get some stone and do that. And then in which case I'm going to take the shipping container and drag it over to that side and get it set up permanently over there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to use the Yanmar just to get the small stuff out from here, and then we will fire up old Godzilla over there, the Kobelco, and get the big trees down. And I'll show you, there's a little bit of a caveat as to what I have to do. I have to do some chainsawing when I get closer to the memorial area, because there are some wires that I can't rip the trees out of the ground, so I've got to cut them off. But let's get over here first. All right, let's see what we can do with the know how this is going to work, but can't see shit. Now, how's that for a load, huh? How is that? I think that'd make a good picture, actually. I think that'd make a... Look at the size of that thing. I got the whole pile. And nothing really even is falling off it. I like it. Beautiful. View underneath. All right, let's see. You know what? I'm going on the other side. Got it. I meant to do an interim before I started, and then once I got going, I forgot to put my head cam on and I didn't feel like doing it. So I got the worst one out of the way. These few I've got to get as well. I want them over that way. They'd be better to, I don't know, I might pull them over this way. I haven't decided yet, because I've got a wire. There's a wire that runs to the shop there. I don't want to hit it. That's why I can't just rip the stump out. I got to cut them. All right. Last one. Okay, last one on this side. Who needs a 250? Beautiful. It's exactly where I wanted it. Alright, all the angles are wrong for me. So we'll have to make our own angles. That's better. Let's try not to fall in the ditch while we're at it. Come on. Why take half a tree when you can take the whole thing? That's what I always say. Let's get it over there anyway. While we're here, might as well get rid of these if I can reach it. Helps to not be under the other one. I could get them both, except there's a stump in between them. So I guess that probably isn't going to work so good. And hey, what do you know? I found the cable. Oh boy, I keep finding those things. Well, we'll have to dig it out. Come on, I don't want to take all the cable. Come on, cable. There we go. Whoa, there we go. All right. Come on, curl. Well, maybe we can take this one with us. We take it right to the pile. Why not? Walk the 250 down here. I've got to cut up some of this. I want to just check the hydraulics again. You know, I never know with this one. It always tracks slow, but I want to make sure it's good. And problem with the thumb is you really want to stretch everything out and have the boom in the stick all the way down. But of course, that thumb sticking out, that's as far down as it goes. So I'm going to check it just to make sure that it's okay. And I think I may do this tomorrow. So I'm just going to cut the top of that off, cut that one. I'll cut the bottom. I'll cut that one right on top of the log, so that one's set. So you can see the ditch. Not quite the ditch. That was all that was all root. So I'll have a little bit of filling in to do. So the general's going to get some work. All right, well, that's good enough start. I had all these saws refurbished, you know, gone over. This is my oldest one. Bought that when I was 15. I used to take trees down. I cut some monsters down with that one. And it's nowhere the size of my biggest one is an 064. That's an 028. But I haven't chainsawed in a while, and my forearm wanted to cramp up last night after holding that. So it's fine this morning, but I tried to use the Husqvarna, which is lighter but a little bit bigger than that one, and of course it wouldn't start. Even though that one has been fixed, I'll have to bring it back. But I just want to clean up. I'm going to use the Yanmar for as much as I can, because it tracks a lot faster, and it may not pick that one out. I just have a feeling it won't want to. It's not going to want to pick that guy out, because that's still got the root on the bottom, the stump, and that one. So I'll have to save those for last, but at least I can get these out of the way. So let me go do that. wanted that to get stuck on there, there is no way that it would do it. But because I don't want it on there, we're stuck. I was going to take it with the skid steer, make a bigger pile, but I've got to get it up on that pile, so it'll be more work. I could move down there and move it twice, but what else do I have to do on a beautiful day like today? I've got the gas company, well, propane company is coming to deliver my water heaters at 11 o'clock. It's now 9:45. Tight squeeze. Okay, warp speed. It's getting there. Probably gonna have to get another bite on this one. This is a big one. It's definitely a heavy one. That's a little better. Alright. Get back and see it back at the pile. Alright, I gotta see if I can get this one out of the way. Oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. As long as I can get that one without the other one. Shouldn't be a problem either. I could almost hang that one with me. Let's see if I can take that one too. Nope. Well, we can get it out of there anyway. Okay. Alright, let's see if the Black Widow has enough oomph to pick this sucker out of there. wasn't underneath that other one. That should make it a little better if it will stay. Look at that, huh? No problem. I think I'll take that one to the pile with the skid steer. Let's put the blade down for tip safety. See if I can get this stupid branch without it messing me up, which it probably won't. This will pull that baby out of there. Yeah, right into me. I think I can just push it out of the way. We still have some there we go. That's some roots on there, boy. Get that one with the skid steer too. Take some dirt back, even though this is crap. It's gonna have to be fixed a little bit. Yeah, no sense to try to get that with this. You have to be so far away from it so you don't hit the tree. Makes a little quicker work out of cleaning up there though, doesn't it? still held in place. And I definitely would like to take that in one shot too, but I'll have to put it over here because there's no way that I'm tracking out there with this. Made easy work of that one. This bucket is just so big that, and with that thumb sticking out, see if we can curl that baby out of there. Let's get some of that out of there. Come on. It's coming. There wasn't so much other crap in the way. Like I said, that thumb is really in the way. It's coming. Come on. Come on, it'll pop. Come on. There we go. If I could only get one, this will be good. Gotcha. Alright, I should have done what I did before and moved them out of the way so all this crap wasn't intermingled. There we go. because this one is going to be a problem. That one right there. See, if I had a regular thumb, this is going to take a half an hour to get that one to curl. Come. As I've talked about before, the curl function on this is not very good. Maybe I can get that one with it. I don't know. They never work the way you want them to. Let's just get this one out. Let me get rid of those. It really sticks out on that side. I decided on this one more tree over here, and I really like to dig this out with the other, because this thing is digging a massive hole here. I'll give it a try and just see if it'll go. I don't think so. Nope. Not in that direction. a big one. Still running. All right, this is the end of the video. I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll show putting the pipes in, or getting the ditch covered and moving the Connex box. But I wanted to show we got quite the, I'll make an upcoming video of this. I'm thinking for July 25th, I invited Chris and Charlie to come, and I thought this would make a good bonfire in David's honor of his 6th year of passing. So there's a lot of material in there, so I'm gotta let this dry out a little bit, season up. And there's even not only just the trees I took down, but I'll give you a little sneak peek quick. They got the power poles in, and they had to cut some trees back. I'm not sure if I showed that in the video or not. I took so many clips, I'm not sure what I did and when I did it, but as you can see, this is a big pile. Might not look as big as on camera as it is, but yep. So that'll be an upcoming, I'll get one when that torches up, because if you've ever seen my fires, they are quite impressive. So anyway, that's enough of that. Next one will be, like I said, when I do finish up the crossing, and then I don't know what'll be after that, which one will be next. But anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.